Greetings, this is August 3rd. It's approximately 12:30 and this is the view from the Big Bar cam, and that tells the story about the wind. It is coming in gusts from the east at Big Bar. So if we go to windy, I'm seeing about 4 kilometers an hour with variation, but in this section of the area at Big Bar, it is flowing from the east. It's going to be different depending on where you are in the region. If we look at windy, that shift back to a northwest flow should happen by about 6 p.m. Then it's going to be primarily that north-northwest flow again, sometimes looking at 14 kilometers an hour early Friday. I'm seeing some cloud, not until Monday, high overcast. Okay, now we're over at the mobile BC fire map. This is the new infrared satellite data. Looking at it, I'm seeing a lot of expansion on the west flank. That's the portion of the fire that jumped over Highway 97, and it is heading south, not necessarily up the hilltop. That may be a good sign. It's not good if you're south of that. So if we zoom in, you see a little bit more detail. It's approximately 4 to 6 kilometers up the hill. It's moving south and southwest, approximately 1 kilometer from the power lines and heading towards Highway 99. We hope crews can be on that and stop it before it gets further up that mountainside. Looking at the other side, Brasseau, Clemes, those areas are very intense. South of High Heum, very intense. I'm seeing no new hotspots in the Cache Creek Hills area growing towards Soton Lake or Stinking Lake. That seems to be reasonably well contained. However, those areas around the lakes do look dramatic. Moving a little bit further up, we can see Clinton now. There's no hotspots around the town. All the hotspots are up the hillside. That's a good sign. Also, Highway 97 southwest of Clinton looks quite clear. All the hotspots are on the east side of the highway and right around the fire perimeter. That area around Hart Ridge still looks fairly volatile. It is contained within the existing perimeter. On the other side of the fire zone, we're seeing that buildup still on the hill northwest of High Heum. I'm also seeing about a dozen to 20 hot spots north of Loon Lake. That's in the section center of Loon Lake to the northeastern side. That looks like it's up the hillside. This map provides a bit of geological terrain, and if you are looking at the map yourself, you'll be able to zoom in and isolate those areas. I do want to say that the icons are very small on this map. They're difficult to read. You have to find the right zoom level in order to maximize the size of the icons. Okay, we've moved to the northern flank, and the area around Big Bar, it is active. There are about a dozen spots outside the fire line west of the perimeter but east of the highway before it goes into Clinton. I'm very happy to say I don't see any hotspots within the chasm itself. Okay, the northeast flank looks relatively unchanged. There are some hotspots being thrown out about 1 kilometer closer towards Upper Loon Lake, and but those areas, they're stretching south, one finger towards Brigade and it hasn't gone past the western shores of Loon Lake, Upper Loon Lake yet. Okay, so let's go back to that southwest flank and look at that area again. You can see on a diagonal from the left-hand side down to the middle of the page at the bottom, that's the power line. It's approximately 1 kilometer from the power line. It's moving southwest, and it's all contained south of Maiden Creek. I'm seeing approximately 35 hotspots that are being thrown southwest of that fire perimeter that you see that's stretched out west of Highway 97. It does look to have increased. However, most of the movement is south and southwest towards the power line. Okay, that's a really quick overview. The links are below. Go to the BC mobile fire map. I'm having a lot of difficulty getting on the Canadian Wildland Fire Information System. It seems to be overloaded. This is a good alternative. If you have a difficulty seeing those icons, adjust the screen to the right zoom and you'll get a better view.